Good evening. You are tuned in to AWANI Tonight with me, Cynthia Ng. Malaysia aims to leverage its location to become an energy and chip manufacturing hub this year. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim says the country will refine its expertise in oil and gas, semiconductors, as well as Islamic finance to become a global market leader.
In 2025, here comes a challenge that you must address and deliberate during this forum. We want to double down on our geographical centrality as a conduit for electricity, talent, and supply chain diversification. Specifically, ASEAN energy grid, from Laos across to Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. From Sarawak to IKN, Sarawak undersea cable to Semenanjung and to Singapore.
According to Anwar, Malaysia's economy rebounded dramatically last year, driven by strategic investments, especially in renewable energy and artificial intelligence. He added that inflation and the ringgit were stable, while the stock market was the region's top performer.
Malaysia is ready to be the driver of regional economic growth as it assumes the ASEAN 2025 chairmanship. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim says this growth will foster a larger middle class and greater global influence.
So is this chairmanship of ASEAN coming at a very opportune and challenging moment, because Asia has become the center of the global economy, and ASEAN is projected to be the fourth largest economic bloc in the world. No, the lion's share of global growth will stem from a combination of ASEAN, India, and China, collaborating with the West, United States, and Europe, resulting in a burgeoning middle class and a growing influence over decision-making.
Anwar also urged ASEAN members to take on leadership roles in driving global economic growth. As the world's fourth largest economic bloc, he said ASEAN must shape the regional economy rather than remain an observer.
A shifting world economic order, an empowered ASEAN, and a stable Malaysia means we are no longer satisfied with playing the spectator. We must therefore take up the mantle to chart the path forward in three leadership domains. And this is, of course, the critical issue of economic leadership by development role modeling. And now the outdated belief that economic reforms must be ideologically driven fails to appreciate the nuances of a nation's development.
The Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone JS-SEZ is projected to add $28 billion or nearly 126 billion ringgit to Malaysia's annual GDP. Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli says it could rival the Klang Valley in terms of economy contributions for the nation in the next 10 years.
Our plan at Ministry of Economy is that we need to create a new engine of growth. And of all the areas in Malaysia, the common sense tells you is that if we can leverage on the complementary elements of Johor and Singapore, Johor should be able to be that new engine of growth in the next decade.
The JS-SEZ, which encompasses an area of 3,505 square kilometers, seeks to leverage its strategic location to enhance its appeal as a hub for investment and innovation.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and Indonesia's President Prabowo Subianto discussed strengthening bilateral relations today as part of Prabowo's one-day working visit to Malaysia. The meeting, held during a private luncheon hosted by Anwar at Rumah Tangsi, marks Prabowo's first visit to Malaysia since assuming office in October 2024.
The two leaders discussed key matters including labor recruitment, coordination on fisheries in the Malacca Strait dispute area, as well as trade, investment, defense, and socio-cultural issues. Anwar believes new opportunities will also be explored for the benefit of both countries. Indonesia is Malaysia's third largest ASEAN trading partner, with total trade reaching 111.21 billion ringgit in 2023.
The government will not disclose the minutes of the Pardons Board meeting related to Datuk Sri Najib Razak's pardon application. Federal Territories Minister Dr. Zaliha Mustafa says the documents are confidential and can only be declassified by the Pardons Board.
The remarks came amid calls from the Prime Minister's senior political secretary, Datuk Sri Shamsul Iskandar Muhammad Akin, to declassify the meeting minutes to address allegations and speculation surrounding Najib's case. A recent Court of Appeal decision allowed Najib to challenge claims that former King Al Sultan Abdullah permitted him to serve his jail sentence under house arrest. Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil yesterday said the government never received the alleged addendum, while Home Minister Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail confirmed receiving only the Federal Territories Pardon Board minutes and an order reducing Najib's sentence and fine and nothing on the house arrest.
The Higher Education Ministry will introduce a centralized system to streamline the admission process for international students in Malaysia. Minister Datuk Sri Zamri Abdul Kadir says the system aims to verify the authenticity and equivalence of certificates to ensure applicants meet the entry requirements of Malaysian higher education institutions.
Zamri said a dedicated committee has already been established, with preliminary discussions underway to determine the most effective methods for implementing the system. He noted that the centralized system will utilize advanced algorithms and blockchain technology for instant verification of international students' qualifications. The ministry, he said, will also collaborate with the applicants' respective home countries to ensure a secure and smooth admission process, prioritizing legitimate and verified credentials.
The promotional video for Visit Malaysia Year 2026 will be redone after it sparked a negative reaction online. Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Datuk Sri Cheong King Seng, says the video will be revised to better highlight the country's diverse attractions, dividing them by state and zone for clearer understanding.
The announcement follows public backlash over the 41-second video launched earlier this week, which showcased popular destinations like Petaling Street and Batu Caves. It was criticized for its disorganized structure, leaving foreign tourists unsure of which attractions belong to which state. King Sing said the revised video will feature local tourism products, signature dishes, and clearer regional divisions with input from state governments. The minister also addressed concerns over mosque architectures in the video, confirming it will be more prominent in the comprehensive version. He urged all parties not to politicize the issue further.
Singapore has once again claimed the top spot as the world's most powerful passport, granting visa-free access to 195 countries. Malaysia, meanwhile, holds 12th place for the second year in a row, with its passport offering access to 183 destinations.
In the latest quarterly ranking published by CNN Travel and Henley Passport Index, Japan secured second place with visa-free access to 193 destinations. France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Finland and South Korea shared third place, each offering visa-free travel to 192 destinations. In Southeast Asia, after Singapore and Malaysia, Brunei offers the most visa-free access, ranking 20th, followed by Thailand at 61st and Indonesia at 66. At the bottom of the global rankings, Afghanistan ranks 106, with visa-free access to just 26 destinations, followed by Syria and Iraq.
We will be back with more after the break.
kerap menggaru kulit kepala disebabkan kelomomor, masalahnya lebih mendalam. Gunalah Head and Shoulders menembusi 5 lapisan untuk membasmi kelomomor dan kegatalan. Bebas kelomomor sehingga 100%. Head and Shoulders diuji secara dermatologi.
Ini adalah
pelbagai inovasi yang mengujakan.
Terhasil daripada lendir siput babi.
Pulsa Manager. Wow, the product is amazing.
Nak cepat kan nak lambat?
The guy is really well prepared.
Hanya ada di Malaysia sahaja.
Kedaulatan negara, tanggungjawab bersama.
Inovator, Sabtu 9 malam, eksklusif di Astro dan Astro Go.
Rambut gugur lagi? Macam mana Gunakan Pantene Baharu dengan provitamin mikro yang meresap dan menguatkan rambut dari dalam. Rambut 10 kali lebih kuat terhadap rambut gugur. Pantene Baharu.
Wildfires surrounding Los Angeles have spread to the Hollywood Hills, burning through 50 acres and destroying hundreds of homes. At least 5 people have been killed in what is now considered the most destructive wildfire in the area's history. Currently, a total of 6 wildfires are burning across the county, forcing the evacuation of over 130,000 people. Authorities say that 4 of these fires remain at 0% containment, with little progress due to extreme weather conditions and strong winds. Firefighters are reportedly running short on water and are resorting to taking from swimming pools and ponds. Meanwhile, at least 370,000 residents are without power across the state of California. Over in Tibet, rescue officials have ended the search for earthquake survivors, shifting their focus to relocating the displaced and treating the injured. The death toll of 126 and another 188 injured remain unchanged as of Thursday.
The 6.8 magnitude quake struck the rural county of Tingri on Tuesday, around 80 kilometers north of Mount Everest. 48 hours later, experts say those still trapped under the rubble are likely to have succumbed to hypothermia as nighttime temperatures drop as low as minus 18 degrees Celsius. More than 1,000 aftershocks have been recorded. However, authorities have yet to reveal how many people remain missing. Rescue efforts are now concentrated on 27 villages within a 20-kilometer radius of Tingri, an area home to 7,000 people.
Japan experienced its largest flu outbreak in 25 years in the last week of December, with nearly 318,000 cases reported. That is more than 3 times the cases recorded in the same period in 2023.
Already this year, the Health Ministry estimated 1.67 million people becoming sick and seeing doctors in the week through last Sunday. All 47 prefectures recorded an increase from a week earlier, with reports of shortages of some medications used to treat influenza. Some classes in schools and other institutions have been cancelled or fully shut down, with the Health Ministry urging the public to maintain their hygiene to prevent further spread. Cases of flu often rise in the winter in Japan and elsewhere, but some countries have seen large jumps in cases recently, including in France and Britain.
That wraps up AWANI Tonight. Do check out our web portal, keeping you informed on the critical events shaping our world, all in one place at international.astroawani.com. That's all for now. I'm Cynthia Ng. Thank you for watching. Good night.